Me, I feel more comfortable when there are pins.
As long as I have a writing utensil,
when there are
I'm
pins
okay.
available. Can you hear?
Yeah.
Because I can hear you.
No, I can hear.
So before you go into an interview, do you just like bring a pen and then like place it on the table? Because that's kind of like a power move. They're like, why did she?
It kind of is a power move. It kind of is a power move.
And if they're like, why'd you bring a pen?
should.
You're like, just in case I wanted to take notes. And then they're like, damn, this person is ready.
I mean, I never go into an interview empty-handed. I almost always have a notepad.
Always have a pistol in my pocket, you know.
No.
Never
Yeah,
handed.
stay strapped.
That's insane. Well, honestly, it's probably just safest to be like that in Oklahoma. Kane, stop being a whore. Get down. Get down. He feels especially abandoned today because I've been making him sit on his bed by himself in a corner of the room.
Oh, man.
Because motherfucker just pees everywhere.
Have you seen the
Oh, did he piss in the house?
Yes.
Have you seen the
wanna
gang of dogs over here?
Punch him. Yes, every
Like
time.
6 of them.
I saw one. I didn't see one.
Seriously, it's gotten worse as it's gotten
it's-
colder. And anytime I go walk the dogs out, of course, dogs are attracted to other dogs.
Yeah.
So then they try to start sniffing around Kane, and Kane doesn't do well when dogs are invading his space. And so then he wants to run, but he's strapped to the stroller. So then Cora tips over, and Cora's on the road, and I'm already running because I'm terrified of other dogs. It's just not good.
Cora's on the road, just already giving up on life. She's like, well, this was a good one.
This is my new pack now.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it makes it so inconvenient.
How funny would it
to
be?
walk the dogs.
Yeah, you walk
I
that way,
hate
huh?
it. I hate it. Like I wish I knew if they belong to someone, if I could get them to like.
The one I saw today didn't have a collar.
There's
But that doesn't mean like Lily's always naked because that doesn't mean.
Yeah, I just gave Kane a bath, so Kane's also naked. Hey, personal space, my dude. Oh my god.
He's
oh
like,
my
no.
god.
a good thing he's small.
Yeah.
I know. Thank God he was small because if he was big, he'd act the exact same.
Yeah. Well, they a lot of times like big dogs too. They're like, oh, the big dogs are the ones that like think they're real little. Like there's always the videos of like the Great Dane that like tries to like sit in its like parents' lap and it's like,
Yes.
what the hell?
think it's-
What type
you
of
think it's their
dog
eyesight?
is Pinot?
I don't know, man.
He's
That
straight
makes
up German
things look
Shepherd.
little.
He's
might
just a
be.
German
Little.
Shepherd? He seems massive for a German Shepherd. Is that how big they are? Maybe I've just never
so.
been
They
around a
have
purebred.
They have a decent range. I think.
They're
Yeah,
he is huge.
He's only 80 pounds.
He's massive.
Yeah.
Maybe it's
He's a
all the
big
hair.
boy.
And so
His
if
tail-
he gets excited,
His tail is
can't
longer
control
than my
him.
arm.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, can't
I
control
love
him.
his thick tail that's as long as my arm and
Yeah.
thicker.
You have a
It hits
dinosaur.
everything.
I
That
would
person has a dinosaur.
I would definitely feel safe with him in the house though. Like
Yeah.
even if he was a dog that wasn't necessarily a guard dog, if he got excited when people came inside, he's gonna jump up on the person.
He's afraid of
like,
the dark.
Never mind.
But it
I
doesn't
can't
matter
get him
if
to go
you just
outside at night.
if you just have a big dog.
Feel
Everybody
safer.
quickly will like
Oh,
at
he's
least like
he's
oh,
got a scary
oh.
bark.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, he does have a scary bark.
Yeah.
No one's gonna break into that house. No.
Yeah,
one's
exactly.
That's true. Ajax and Kane just cry.
Yeah.
So
doesn't
people are like,
cry.
"Oh man, it sounds like there are pussies in here.
Yeah.
We should go in and take their shit."
See, that's like
there. Kane does. Ajax sounds actually scary.
Are you kidding me?
Yes. he
When
is
we
vicious.
walk up to the house,
That's different.
and
It's
he
strangers.
and he knows
Strangers.
that it's you on the other side.
That's
Yeah, that's
different.
the owner.
That's different.
He sounds so pathetic and sad. He's like, Dad.
that's his dad though.
Yeah, like
But
if
he
it's
doesn't know.
okay when the mail.
he
when
just
someone
hears.
drops off a
He hears
package,
car doors opening and shutting. Thieves can also drive cars.
and he flips the fuck out and is vicious sounding when it's not me at the time.
I've yet to see him be
Vicious
vicious around a stranger. So I don't know how safe I feel. But he's also very skinny. Look how skinny he is. He's so skinny.
He's not skinny. He's just lanky.
Yeah, but Lily has a bigger bark than she is.
Does she?
Because
That's
literally
helpful.
one time we had someone like came into the house and remember I told you we thought someone like broke into our house or whatever that one time?
Yes.
It was one of the repair guys. And he came in and then I think Lily barked or something because he immediately went out because we were like a few months later we were walking around and then we were in the office and I said like what's up to one of the repair guys because
Yeah.
he like come in the house and stuff and Cass was like that's the guy that was on the camera thing and I was like oh it was the repair guy and then I'm sure Lily was like Because if she sits on her bed, how we have it arranged now, you can't see where she's at.
Right.
But if she barks, she's like, "Ruf." So I'm sure he was like, nope, I'm going back out.
I love that. He didn't even see the little
Yeah,
potato that was
yeah,
there.
exactly. That probably wouldn't have even gotten up from the bed. Was just like,
Just like Cora. Cora won't get up, but she'll,
yeah, but at least
Hey.
Cora's like, oh, I have torn ACLs. Lily's just like, I'm fat.
I mean, I feel like even when I get her ACLs fixed, it's gonna be the same. She's gonna be like, well, I mean, for so long I didn't have any, so now it's just better safe than sorry.
Yeah, that's good.
So what do you have planned this weekend? I'm just curious. It's cold. Are you gonna be working outside?
Maybe.
You're a
I don't
sociopath.
know. It depends.
Or he just has shit to do.
Like what? Besides your truck, what do you have to do?
I have another.
What have you got
vehicle.
going on? Another vehicle?
He's got the
When did you
mystery
get it?
vehicle.
Yes.
He's had it for a while now. He's said it before on this.
I thought the truck was the mystery vehicle.
No.
I apologize. I
No,
thought it was.
There's the white truck. So I finished that last week, and yeah, it was cold, but
So pictures?
Is it running and everything? Is all
yeah,
good?
it runs. No, I need lug nuts because I didn't because it has the Toyota wheels.
Yeah.
And Toyota wheels require different lug nuts.
Yeah.
And I didn't know, so I had to order the lug nuts.
Yeah.
I put the wheel on there with like some other kind of lug nut, but
Yeah.
it's like nah.
It's not.
It's too
secure.
risky,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't take that out on the road.
Yeah.
Pictures?
Nah, not for you. Nah, I didn't take pictures because I forgot.
Well, it's cold as fuck. He probably was like, all right, I'm done. I'm
Yeah,
going
it's
inside
like
and
freezing.
like warming up.
Let's see what pictures I have recently.
What's the point of having him? Why?
I have this. Are you drinking again? No, it's just tea.
Okay. So I have.
And I have a picture of the lug nut, if you want a picture of the lug nut.
Yeah, nope, that's great.
Right.
I'm sure it'll look great on your truck.
I got a picture of Lily with a dog. She's made friends now.
I was going to
This
say.
was on Monday.
I know. Man, I can't believe it's already snowing. Ah! Bopper.
Nice.
Yeah.
I sent this to Ben.
Yeah.
And I said a little cleavage to get you through the day. And then I sent him this, right? And he was like, yeah, no, I wasn't fooled. It's
Yeah.
too
Okay,
cold
so
for
I
you to
did-
have cleavage. I know.
I did take this picture, but this is before. So
Okay, so there I at least see the before.
yeah, it's some progress.
It was all beat to shit.
Do they just have the bed literally sitting on blocks?
Yeah, we
Of
had
wood?
to lift it. Yeah.
Why do you have to lift it?
So that piece that's red.
Yeah?
Oh, here, I guess I'll look for the other picture. That's what we use to replace. So let me see here.
So when you're done, is it
So
going to stay
this is
that
what
high?
it looked like. So that panel, see how it's wrecked? At
Yes.
So we took the tack welds off to put the red one on.
Oh.
But no, I mean it's on blocks because like so you can have, I guess, so you can reach on the inside through the bottom to get all the stuff out. Because around the wheel well it has tack welds.
Mm-hmm.
And if you leave it on, then the wheel's in the way. So like you can't access that easily.
She's taking a picture.
But so when you're done with the truck, is it going to stay lifted? Like it's
No,
always
it's,
going to
it's
have a
already
lifted
down.
bed?
I already have it down.
Oh,
And it's
okay.
already painted
It's
white.
just for like
I
ease
just
of,
don't
like basically ease of use type of thing.
yeah, to reach in it.
While you're repairing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then also because
Oh.
right behind the front door, you have to work on that. So let's see.
The front door of the truck?
See like that little red section?
Yeah.
So like we had to cut the piece that sits in between the bed and the cabin. So there's this much space with the bed on there. So if you take it off, you just,
I see.
But it's already painted white. And then I ordered new taillights because
Did you paint it?
Yeah, but it's just primer. So
Do you do, is it a spray gun or is it?
that one, you can just do with the rattle can, that one.
Oh, just like a spray can?
Yeah,
Spray paint?
but it's primer, so it's like a base.
Yeah.
So
Just for the bed, right?
yeah.
Yeah. You can get it at Home Depot.
You're so proud
Yeah,
of
you get the
that.
cat.
No, it's where you got. I don't know.
No, I know.
Represent.
Represent. Keep
Yeah. Gang. Get
But
it at Home
it-
Depot next to the paint.
So what we should learn from this, if Trevor ever works for your company, he'll promote it for the rest of his life.
Yeah, at least at Home Depot. Fuck Lowe's.
Apparently, and that's crazy. I prefer Lowe's. I don't know why.
Women prefer Lowe's because it's usually a lot cleaner. They don't like at Home Depot. They don't give a fuck really if like something spills or like there's like sawdust everywhere and whatnot. But Lowe's they try to keep it like a lot cleaner and just like the colors and stuff like that. But I remember I read like an article and it was like, yeah, this is like why women prefer Lowe's and why men prefer Home Depot because like basically Home Depot when you go in and it feels like a workshop.
Yeah.
Versus when you go into Lowe's, it feels like a home improvement store, if that makes sense.
I buy that. I just prefer the color blue to orange, but I buy that other people make rational decisions over things like that. So that makes sense.
You go to Home Depot and they have grills at the front.
Yeah. Yeah.
You go to Lowe's and they have flowers.
Yeah.
Home Depot's easier to buy stuff too.
Is it?
Like their screws, nails, all that crap. They know the coding and all that crap a lot easier than Lowe's does.
Okay.
Yeah.
Nice.
And a lot of times at Home Depot, you'll get that old guy that
Oh my God. Ben, will you grab
the coffee.
Yeah, grab the coffee. Because Kane is such a freaking abusive ham.
Home Depot always has the one old guy that you'll be like, oh, I just need paint for my house. And then he's like, well, what are you doing? And you're like, oh, I got all these projects. And he's like, don't worry, I'll walk you through the store. You need me to come to your house and help you out? I got you.
I did have I went to Home Depot when I made my patio from the stone.
Oh, yeah, I forgot you had a house.
A patty melt?
A patio.
A patio.
Ben's just that hardcore. He eats his patty melt. They're like, sourdough? He's like, stone.
Stone.
Yeah, he cooks it on the stone.
If you have what was it? Igneous? Igneous, that's a rock, right? I remember that.
Look at you. Okay. Like pulling some 6th grade geography.
But like when I bought all the stones, I only had a minivan to haul it. So I was going to have to do like multiple trips.
Yeah.
One of the guys that worked there, he's like, oh, I'm about to get off work. I'll just help you haul it over there in his lifted truck.
Yeah.
Do you want
Was
this
it an
person to
old-
know where you live?
I was about to sell the house the next week, so if he knew where I lived, he could have paid to kill me
I forgot.
anyways.
Was it an old retired white guy?
I forgot.
I know he was a teacher,
Ooh.
and this was his part-time job during the summer.
How sad is it that teachers have to have summer jobs?
And
well,
Home Depot's
I
a
mean-
decent pickup for him.
that's
I
true.
think he just wants to stay busy.
Yeah.
No, I mean, yeah, he could very well want to stay busy, but I do also feel like I know a lot of teachers have
We don't pay our teachers
summer
shit.
jobs.
Yeah.
They just don't make very much money. You
I'ma-
make
I'ma
more than a
ask them.
teacher does.
When I go to Walmart next time, are you a teacher?
Oh my God, Juan!
Watch
Not
like-
right now
Watch
because
like 5 of them be like, yeah.
Well, no, Christmas break
I
or
got the night
Thanksgiving
shift.
break or whatever.
With the 2 days off they give us now, they're like, no, I have to work Black Friday,
Exactly.
actually.
God damn it, that sucks. Oh my gosh, dude, one awesome thing, never had this before. I felt a little bit like Ben in England because Ben told me that in England, because the work structure there is so different, his boss would come into his office and be like, why are you still here? You've already been here for 8 hours. Leave. Like, because
Whatever's
They're just a
done,
lot
you'll
healthier
do
there.
it next week or whatever.
right,
I had a 37-hour work week,
right.
and I would only take a 30-minute lunch and worked 8 to 5 with that 30-minute lunch. So at like 2 or 3 p.m., he's like, you need to leave. You're already at 37 hours.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be so nice.
Right. I've never had that before. Well, I'm in my boss's office and I'm like, okay, I just thought I would let you know what days over the next 2 months I'm going to be traveling to my districts. That way, like if there's any projects we need to get done, we can sync up. He's like, yeah, cool. And we're going through the schedule and he's writing them all down and he's like, okay, what are you doing for Thanksgiving? Do you have any plans? You going to be in town? And I was like, yeah, blah, 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 blah. What about you? And he was like, oh yeah, we're going to, see family and stuff. What are you doing for Christmas? Are you going to be here? And I was like, yeah, I'm going to be here. Just going to hang out with my family. And he was like, okay, when are you taking time off?
Yeah.
And I said, well, I wasn't going to. And he said, okay, I'd really prefer if you did. And I said, oh, okay, I'm sorry. And he said, it's fine. I just always like to encourage people to take time off when they can get it and when it's slow. And then how about you pick a couple days either before or after Christmas and don't come to work. let me know.
God, that would be nice.
And I
man.
was like, okay.
So now, do you feel pressured?
Yes. But it's fine. I'll deal with it somehow.
yeah.
Just flip a coin.
I'm going to take time.
You
I'll
should just
find it.
like have the calendar up and throw a dart at it. Be like, I'm taking off.
It lands on the 31st and the 24th.
He'd be
Well-
like, cool, awesome, perfect.
It'd be really cool if I could take a couple days off and we could plan something, like maybe one more camping trip before it gets too terribly cold for me.
It's already too cold for you.
Yeah, it's already.
Yeah, I was like,
cold
it's
for
like
me.
it was like 28 degrees when I walked out.
Ben
I'd
was
be fine.
supposed to plan something. He said that he would plan something 2 or 3 different times.
You know what? Now he's gonna plan something, and you just have to bundle up.
I just can't with you.
We're gonna have to get you a
You're a
Sub-Zero
whore.
sleeping
Yeah,
bag.
a parka.
You're lucky Cass likes you.
So I'm gonna get
Oh,
her.
look
like
at
a
that yawn.
negative
It's the
20
laziest
degree
yawn
sleeping
I've ever
bag, and
seen.
I'll
Yeah.
have my normal 50 degree.
Yeah, my kid sleeping bag just for my legs.
Oh my god. I forget. So
Well,
what?
we figured out. We planned your trip already.
Yeah,
It's done.
so-
yeah.
Oh,
It's-
where are we
we're
going?
We're getting the hammock and we're going camping.
Yeah,
A hammock?
yeah.
And we're sleeping in the hammock, no sleeping bags.
like a cocoon.
Oh
You're
my
going
gosh.
Up into the mountains in Colorado, so it's like extra cold and snowy.
Higher altitude, so it's harder to breathe. It's
Yeah.
gonna be wonderful.
The works.
That's good for me.
the works.
That's definitely good for a smoker.
Yeah. Well, you were the one
It'll
who
get
was
into your system quicker.
Yeah. Well, now he's planned a trip, so you know you can't say anything about that.
No, that's true. At least you planned it. When are we going? When should I
We
ask
should go-
off?
we should go to the hot springs.
When should I ask off? Tell me when to ask off and we'll go.
We should shoot a pot at the hot.
Well,
spring.
the issue is we like to have an expensive vacation and then a cheap vacation. We like to like alternate.
Yeah.
And so he was supposed to plan our next cheap vacation, which was supposed to be to North Carolina so that we could visit his family there and also stay with his family. That's what makes it cheap.
Yeah.
And I've never been there.
Here you go.
Well, gosh, I know my mom is screaming right now. I was there when I was 6 months old, but I haven't been there to like
To remember.
have memories.
Yeah.
Jesus. And so that's where we were supposed to go. But then for a family emergency, he already had to go there for a week. So it's like he's just recently been there and he's like,
He's like, I don't want to go back.
I don't want to
spent
have to
time
go
with
back so
family."
soon. And I'm like, well, then what are we going to do? Go expensive,
you by
expensive?
yourself.
We can't do it. We just can't do it.
That's why you're taking the hammock.
And a
I'm
curtain
sorry.
So you can shower outside.
High of
Yeah.
39, low of 6.
I have the.
and
the
this
new
is where
water
you want to
bottle
take
thing I
me?
have.
Yeah.
Let him borrow it.
You're crazy.
Well, it has a hot springs.
Can I stay in there 24/7? Because that's what I'm going to want to
Actually,
do.
you can.
Okay.
Where is it in Arkansas?
Will they serve me
No,
food?
Pagosa Springs, Colorado. It's on. It's
You're gonna
close
get
to
all
the
pruny if you
southern
stay.
border with New
I
Mexico.
know.
Ooh, Pagosa Springs. I'm cool with that.
If
Shoot
it's
a
a
pot in
group
the
trip,
hot
that
spring.
would be fun.
Just have this steam on the camera, and it's
Good,
like you don't
good.
see
We
shit.
could-
Yeah, you can't see shit. It's like, all right, we're gonna do this. This episode is gonna be from the view of Trevor and Juan when they wear glasses in the hot tub.
Yeah.
Y'all
So
can't
the-
see shit.
So the springs that they have, you pay when you go in. It might be a little expensive. I think it might be like last time I went. I think it was $45 or something.
Or
For
you
the
sneak
day?
in
You go
and you work there.
in, and if you leave, that's it. But you can go in and.
So
stay
for the
there.
trip,
I think you can buy like a week pass or something too.
well, yeah, you would have to because $45 per visit. That's insane. I don't have that kind of money.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have that kind of money, but it sounds about right. Like with like
It
other
does.
like
No.
spas and stuff like that.
I mean, when I go, I would only go once.
I mean, I guess that's true. What else is there to do? Oh, I guess like skiing.
They have
stuff.
they have mountains and skiing. Yeah.
Yeah.
They have mountains. They have mountains
Which means
that they
there's a
brought
bar
in.
down
I mean,
at the bottom.
It's literally in a valley between like
I've
five
never
mountains.
been skiing. I don't know if I'd be very good at it.
I went snowboarding a couple times.
I'd be willing to try. I haven't done any winter sports activities.
I would rather. I think after having snowboarded a couple times, I would try skiing now.
That's
Skiing's-
what
skiing
I've
is
heard.
easier.
And I don't know how skiing is harder because you use both your freaking feet.
To learn and that it's easier to do, like doing it, and
No.
snowboarding. Also hard to learn, but it's just like
But snowboarding too, because you are like both your legs are strapped in. By the end of the day, after you fall a bunch of times, your entire body hurts. Like I remember like after I came back, I literally was laying down, and it was when I was like sharing the room with like my buddy from like second grade and stuff.
Yeah.
And I literally could not move. Like I would like ask him like, can you go get me a snack? And he's just like cracking up because he grew up snowboarding and stuff. So he's like, I haven't felt that since I was like a little kid.
Oh, man.
But I never went, and I brought like an old board. So like even that wasn't like smooth or whatever anymore because you kind of
properly waxed.
yeah, there you go. So like I was falling, like I got to the point where I could do like pretty good, but then like by the time I got home, my whole body, because I mean you're just basically doing sit-ups into push-ups to get yourself back up and like trying to
Right.
hold with your legs because they're just stuck in the two spots. Oh man.
So it's not something that you can do like back to back 2 days of.
Oh yeah, no, you
Like-
definitely could. There's people that
That
go
just,
ham and do
push
whatever
through
You
it.
learn
Yeah.
one day and then
I
enjoy the
guess.
next.
Yeah.
Yes.
I definitely would recommend skiing over snowboarding. 3 concussions from snowboarding, never fallen skiing.
I was gonna say I'm like the next time we go, I'm skiing.
Because the skier crashed into me.
Well, that's someone else being stupid though. That's,
Yeah.
Ugh, that's so annoying. I hate stupid people. See, that's another thing too. Stupid people.
Like I remember I was going down the first day I ever went. I went with like a buddy of mine, and he showed me like kind of a couple of times on like the bunny hill,
Yeah.
and then he was like, "Well, I'm gonna go off," and I was like, "I'm just gonna keep practicing,
Yeah.
here, so I don't have to."
Yeah.
And then I started getting like pretty decent, where I could like stay up for like a while. Like
Yeah.
I got to where I was like okay, like I wasn't falling like a crazy amount of times and whatnot, but. I remember at the end of the first day, he was like, well, let's go up to the top of the mountain and we'll just like go down and we'll call it a day. And I was like, sure. And I remember I only fell like 3 times going down the mountain, and it's like a pretty long like slope going down. But one of the times I was going and I totally like bit it and slammed my tailbone into the ground. And I literally just went, oh my fucking ass. And then this little kid, I just hear him go, and like goes, meow, right past me. I was like, motherfucker.
My fucking. Oh, I'm so
It shit
sorry.
hurts, dude. But it's fun.
Gosh.
I liked it a lot. But I told her, I was like, yeah, if we go for the first time, I'm probably just going to sit at the bar. Like,
Yeah.
You can go snowboard and whatnot. I'll just get drunk and hang out in the hot tub or something.
Yeah, that's what Ben likes to do.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll do one round of snowing, like one trip down the mountain.
Yeah.
Other than the lodge,
Yeah.
but I have to have my flask of whiskey too going down the mountain.
Yeah.
Keeps you warm.
Yeah.
Yeah, the hardest part of the whole trip is the ski lift.
We should take
Yep.
some. We
That's
should.
the hardest part.
Fuck ski lift.
Oh, see, that's gonna be beautiful to me because I love heights, and it's just
Well,
gonna
no,
be
it's
beautiful.
beautiful on it
elevators.
and off.
It's getting on and off of it is a difficult.
It's a pain
Oh,
in the ass.
oh,
It
oh.
just keeps going.
Yes.
Yes. Oh God.
Yeah. So like the first time I did it, I didn't know, and I just like, and then I like cried.
And if you miss the seat and you face plant, the thing keeps going.
Yeah. And then you have to wait for the next one, and you're like with some kid and his dad or something.
That's fantastic. That makes me so happy. Oh my gosh. You know who I want to see do that? Well, she's already done it once now, so she'll be used to it, but I would have loved to see my sister do it because she was not good at escalators. So I would have loved to see how she
How are
wasn't.
you not good at escalators?
They're tripping.
She was terrified. So she never wanted to step on or off. Somebody
Yeah.
would always have to pick her up.
Well, that was like I saw a video. I think it was like just like last year, maybe a couple months ago or something, and it was like, oh, in this like region of Africa, like they're just now getting kind of like industrialized and stuff.
Yeah.
So they have like a shopping mall, and they had an escalator, but there's like this is the only escalator within like 400 miles or something. So these people had never seen it.
Oh, wow.
And they did not know like what to do. So they would do the thing like on Elf where they like
Oh,
take one
shit.
step and then it like brings their leg up and they're like, oh. Like it was just so because I know like we grew up we're like, oh, it's an escalator, you just get on it, blah, blah, blah. But I'm like, man, like if you really were in like a remote region of like Africa or like maybe like way up in Asia or something, you saw an escalator, you'd be like, what the fuck is going on here?
The moving sidewalks in airports.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, I would sprint down them to feel like I was going super fast.
Oh, dude, I do
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I did that fucking last weekend when we were going. I always do it
Right?
because I feel like a Captain America and Black Panther when
Yeah.
they're like running past
Yes.
the cars and stuff.
Yes. Yeah. I always feel like a superhero.
Yeah.
I love it. No, I'm here for it.
Yeah, dude. They should just have the whole airport like that, going around the outside.
They really
Just
should.
kind of get off or something, like an exit.
Fuck the trains that they have transport you.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
know, right? I like the sidewalks better. I feel way faster.
Yeah, feels cool.
And I don't have to freaking cram into a tiny box
Yeah.
with a bunch of strangers and their hot breath.
Man, you never been on. We had Bart back in the Bay Area.
Yes.
Like train system that would go all the way around.
Yeah.
And like leaving like an A's game or like if there was something going on in San Francisco and stuff like that, he literally like sardined and there's some stinky ass dude, of course, is holding the thing way up here. So you're just like,
The drunk people too.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just hammered.
Oh gosh, Ben and I are going to have to deal with that tonight.
Drunk people?
We're going to the Bedlam game.
It's Bedlam.
It's at like 7.
Oh yeah, it's the Bedlam game.
Oh fuck! If I'd known that, I would have said no.
Isn't that OU?
Too bad.
OSU?
Now you have to
Because now
come.
I'm gonna be a Norman rooting for OSU and get my ass kicked.
Yeah.
It's fine. I told you that I'm rooting for both of them. I don't really care. It's just
I just want to see good football.
no, I don't. It's the fact that this is a work event, and my plan is if I go once, I never have to go again.
Or you go once and then they're like, Haylie, you loved the game last time. You're coming again, right?
Right, which is why I would totally come if I could, but my mom has an anniversary dinner that we've all got to go. You know, my mom, she's very family centered. What a cunt. And they're going to be like, yeah, man, she came when it was really cold, so you know that she would come if she could.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
That's cool, though.
I told my plan to a coworker of mine,
Well, you already fucked it up then.
a district manager, and he was like, there's
He's like, just don't go.
There's 70 district managers. There's like
Jesus.
several. There's
Yeah.
no way people will know who that is.
So do you guys have like good seats?
But yeah, no, they are good seats. But whenever I was telling him my plan, he was like, "Oh my gosh, you like to get out of everything you're invited to, don't you?" And I was like, 100%.
Yeah.
It's a game. It's a game.
Can I do it successfully
Yeah.
without feeling guilty for saying no? Let's see.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, that's an easy game. I win every time. Never feel guilty.
There you go.
So there's gonna be free food and free drinks, but we've got to go.
Free food and free drinks? Are you in like a box?
No, they have a tailgate space
Oh,
that
okay.
they buy.
Yeah.
And so, I guess, I don't know because I've never been, but apparently when you buy a tailgate space, it comes with TVs and it comes with food.
What?
Or it
Keep
comes
going.
with a tent and it comes with this setup, and then they paid for catering and they're paying
Damn.
for liquor. So I mean
That's a lot better than
We're
my
just gonna happen to
tailgate.
walk by and join you.
Yeah.
so yeah,
yeah. We work at.
they were asking, they were like, man, Haylie, do you want to go? Yeah. Or would you be interested in tickets to the game? And I was like, fuck. Because when I'm a super anxious person,
No, we-
I have to say yes to everything. So I was like, yeah, really? Are you sure? Yeah. But it's going to be cold. I heard you don't like cold. Yeah. Like they
dress
gave me
warm.
so many chances
Yep.
to take it
You
back.
should have been like
We could always just show
One
up for the
plus
free
6.
food and alcohol.
Yeah.
And then go.
+1.
No, because they transferred the tickets to me.
Sell them, scalp.
No.
Yeah.
No,
Scalp 'em
the
and-
tickets are like right behind my boss. He was like, "Hey, I saw our tickets. We're close together." And I was like,
Scalp them and then be like, hey, you also get into this tailgate thing. Just say that you work at
Oh
here
my
and
God.
just say you do this and then give them like 2 things to say about work. So that way no one questions it. They're like, oh, it must be in a different.
"Well, it's also for some of our customers, so I could be like, dude, just say you're this customer
So-
and say that you're like
Isn't everybody a
blah blah
customer?
blah blah blah." I know, right?
Like, what the fuck?
Technically,
So do they know that your car got wrecked, your old car?
yeah.
Oh, I was gonna say you could use that excuse. Like, oh,
Yeah.
it's on my way down there and I crashed.
Oh man!
Like, oh,
Picture.
man.
Oh no!
They're like, it's light outside
Again?
in this picture.
It's true.
You said you were on your way down. You're like, yeah, I wanted to get
Well,
there
it was kind
early.
of cloudy that day because it was raining. Remember, Juan
Oh,
asked me
yeah,
if it had
yeah,
started to rain yet, so it actually would have worked
Yeah.
perfectly. And none of my coworkers watch this because they've asked me several times what it is, and I'm like, no, not telling you. They're like, do you talk about us? I'm like, no, not really.
Yeah, of
course
like,
no.
whatever.
Just drop
Of course,
the
I just
names.
dropped someone's name.
I know that's the first time though, besides
It's pretty good.
the other one.
Yeah, besides the other few.
Well, I really only talked about one other person.
Well, they're all bleeped out, right?
yeah.
You just hear. Brrr.
Which I
People
I was-
people that have kind of like tuned out of this episode are gonna hear that and be like, oh, Haylie said something.
I was looking at the thumbnail because I was showing one of my cousins.
Yeah.
And most of the thumbnails, I'm wearing a black shirt.
Is that why you're wearing green today?
Yeah. This is bad.
I started to try to like be like cognizant of it, especially like for the first couple of episodes, because I was like, all right, I think I wore this like blue shirt. I can't wear that again because then people
Wow,
are
I've
gonna
never
like
thought
notice.
of that. Fuck.
Yeah.
Look at the thumbnail.
Yeah.
At least you're not wearing a different color beanie every day.
This is the first time I'm wearing a beanie.
Should I be? Should I?
You had that other thing where you're going to wear a different color beanie for each show.
I know, yeah. There were so many different personality traits I was going to have for each episode that very, very soon, without even being one episode in, I was like,
Yeah, like nah.
fuck that. That's not happening.
Well, for me, it's because I go work on cars, so I'm like, I need to wear something that I don't care.
Yeah.
It's almost the same, like,
Because it's just too much effort to like
Yeah.
change your shirt when you get home.
Yeah.
No, I get that.
Yeah.
I get that.
Well, he's not. If he's working on the car, he's going to his parents' house. He's not going home.
but I do have like
Can
a
you
set
not
of
bring a
shoes over there.
Can your car not carry one shirt?
No.
No, actually,
It can't carry the weight of one extra shirt?
I don't carry extra stuff in my car.
Have you been in his car? It's very clean.
No, I've never been in his car because,
Very
surprise, surprise, Juan doesn't like sharing much of his life with me. I understand why. I'm not the nicest.
It's too early to be here. Catch me later in the day.
I tried to catch you later in the day. You fuck.
I wake up, like, my brain's not running, you know?
Oh, man. Speaking of brain not running, I came
Mine
home.
stopped yesterday.
I came home last night and I was just so tired. So I was like, you know what? I'm going to take a nap. I got home a little early from work. So I was like, yeah, I'll take a nap before Ben gets here. But whenever I nap and then I wake up, I'm so bad about,
Like groggy.
yes, being super groggy. And so I don't know where I am. I don't know what's happening. I always like react very quickly. Like I feel like I'm in a rush to have to do something.
Yeah.
And so when Ben came home, of course it's dark outside. Ben came home and I'm looking at I wake up, I look at my phone and it's 6 something. So I'm like, oh man, it's 6:40 in the morning. So he's leaving. Oh fuck. Why didn't he wake me up? I'm late for work. And he's like, oh, did you take a nap? And I was like, why didn't you wake me up? And he's like, I tried. You didn't text me back. And yeah, of course, then 30 minutes later, I understand. Oh, I took a nap after work. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm safe. It's okay.
Not good. Yeah, it's not good. I did, I'm trying to expand my horizons. You know, I think I told you about how I'm only listening to Spanish radio now.
No.
As if,
Don't think you told us.
oh yeah, no, I'm trying to only listen to Spanish radio because I'm thinking if I can just surround, and I'm watching,
Spanish TV.
I'm trying to watch more
telenovelas.
Spanish speaking TV. I'm watching Los Spookies. And so I'm trying to because I really do want to learn Spanish, but I don't have the money yet to be subscribing to.
Why don't you just do Duolingo? It's free.
There you go.
I didn't know it was free.
Yeah, it has after every little thing there's like a little ad, but after like 5 seconds you can just exit out of it. And then
Oh, I didn't know that.
And they recently just updated their like the interface and kind of like how it goes. So it used to be like you kind of go through a section and it has like 1 and then it was like 2 and 2 and 2, but now it's just like a road and it has you following it and it kind of is they say the updated like UI and stuff like that is kind of more in tune with how you would like learn to speak as like a kid, I guess.
Okay.
So it's actually pretty helpful. But yeah, Duolingo is free. They
I
have
did not know that.
They have a premium where you get rid of ads and stuff like that.
Right.
But the ads really aren't like
That bad.
You don't have to sit and watch like a minute and a half video every time. It's literally like 5 seconds and then like the X pops up and you just exit out of it.
I just didn't even know it was free. That's
Yeah.
very cool. Okay, I might actually look into that.
So no more listening to Don Cheto in the
No, I'm
morning?
still going to try. No, I'm still going to be doing those things. But so, yeah, it's just in all these extra ways I was trying to absorb, Spanish because I'm trying to like broaden my horizons. So then I saw a podcast episode that I was like, ugh, normally old Haylie would have been like, this is so boring. But I'm trying to broaden my horizons. It was about soccer. So I was like, let me try. Normally, I can find one thing interesting. I listened to about 7 minutes in, found the one thing interesting, and ignored the rest of the episode. It is so boring. I'm so sorry. Soccer is so boring. But except for this one very famous soccer thing that everybody knows about that I just learned because I don't know soccer.
About the World Cup.
The hand of God
What?
I don't know what that is.
in like 1984 or 6, like in the 80s at one of the World Cups, the winning score into the goal was done with a player's hand. But because the ref didn't see it and there was no playback technology,
that sucks.
the goal stood.
Oh.
And so that became known, that player and that shot became known as the hand of God.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. But so this one then soccer player kind of becomes this pivotal, half the world
Loves
hates him, half the world loves him.
Yeah,
that sucks.
And he's just not even that
He just
great of
happened to
a
be there.
he's not that great of a person.
Yeah.
Like he's got after that he develops a lot of drug problems and he has
Wouldn't you? You're like, I will score the one in goal, but I know that I didn't deserve
get-
it.
but like
Threats.
before that
Yeah.
he had a long history of like breaking the rules and
okay.
like not really respecting the game.
Yeah.
So
That's how I play.
Yeah.
is that how you play? Dude,
No.
you could win the World Cup.
Yeah.
You might be the next. I think he played for Argentina. I think either he played for Argentina or his name was
Oh, man.
Argentine.
I've never heard of it, but I might look into it.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's the one thing that I learned. I was like, well, damn, that's interesting.
So it's like all the shit with Tom Brady. It's like the tuck rule and
yeah. I couldn't believe that. I was like, that sucks. So literally there's this like people saw with their eyes, but the ref didn't see. And so it just stood.
It doesn't matter what the.
That's crazy.
It doesn't matter if you like what you do as long as the ref doesn't see it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that's what my dad
Even
always.
at indoor, that's how we play.
Yeah,
The guy'd be like, I didn't see it. And then the other team's like, what did just happen?
and the
they
ref's
get
like,
so
I
mad.
didn't see it. But if they didn't see it, you can't do anything.
Well,
One
yeah, I'd be
time-
pissed too.
One time I saw the ref walk away.
Yeah,
And so, like, there was no one watching the game.
Yeah.
So he walked away. He bought a soda, came back, poured in his cup. He never, like,
While the game was
yeah.
going.
And I was
They-
like, who's paying this?
So that goal was to beat England. So they were already going to win that game.
Oh, it was to be England. Okay. Thank you, research department. Yeah, the hand of God was a handling goal scored by Argentine footballer. See, I remember shit. Diego Maradona during Argentina versus England quarterfinals match of the 1986 World Cup.
damn.
I even got the year right. God,
Wait,
should
let
I?
me see that.
Do I have photographic memory?
No.
No. Okay.
Oh, no. Yeah, that guy went hard into drugs.
Shut up. You don't know. Oh no. Do you? Okay.
Yeah, Maradona, yeah.
I don't know. I was like, dang, that sucks. This guy spiraled.
No
But
wonder he was famous. I always wondered why, because I was like, they would always talk about him and his drug use, but I didn't know why.
I
he was
love
famous.
that I could have, I
Uh-huh.
shared some knowledge with you that actually benefited you. Wow.
That's funny, though.
Oh my God.
How
I
did
know
it benefit him?
how fucking crazy. That was crazy to me. I was like, that can't be the rule. That can't be the rule. That can't be the rule.
It's the rule.
I can't play sports. This is why. This is why I'm not athletic. Not because I'm not built for it or I don't have the
You should
stamina.
try out on our Monday league.
Try out. Y'all have tryouts. I thought you just.
No,
came.
you just show up.
Yeah,
and
you
then-
just
Yeah,
show up.
no,
That's
I
how we
thought
try
you just
out.
showed up.
Yeah.
Well, that's how we try you.
So next time we need a girl sub, we'll hit you up.
If,
Watch
if
how
our
little
team
I
lead-
can run. Y'all are gonna be so.
That's fine. You just stay back on defense. You hang out with me.
No, I know that's. We should. And Ben's gonna bring the camera. We'll get some shots for the pod.
Yeah.
That.
Could you imagine Haley's back there? I'm like, Haley, ball, go for ball. She's like,
like, oh, it's going too fast.
yeah.
And I'm such a people pleaser. I'll try immediately without knowing what I'm doing. I'll be like, okay.
She'll just run at it.
Ask the lady, can you hand me the ball?
Trevor really wants me to get the ball, please.
He's yelling at me. He's saying ball.
Well, if you get invited, that's a sign that you're good. Like if you get invited back to the
Back?
next game.
Yeah.
Or I was just entertaining, and you were like, "Hey, if we already
Or
know
that,
we're gonna
yeah.
lose, let's invite Haley.
Yeah.
She's hilarious.
That's
let's
why I was
laugh
in
at
goal
it
for so long.
Yeah.
because you were funny.
Oh, no, because I could take the punishment of 15 goals on me in one game.
Yeah,
Oh.
It is what it is.
And he would still cheer for the other team.
Yeah.
Yeah, good shot, guys.
Exactly. The enthusiasm.
I almost saw that one coming.
Yeah.
We had a Thanksgiving potluck at work. Have you guys had yours yet?
They had it yesterday, but I got sick on like Thursday, so I only took like a half day. So I just didn't go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't go. I didn't want to show up.
Cool. So
Did you go?
they
No.
no, I asked Ben when y'all's company was doing theirs, and Ben was like, "Oh yeah, no, I don't think they're even doing it."
Yeah, it
I
was
was
yesterday.
No, they didn't.
What?
I don't know who.
In my
was there,
defense, I didn't see the email until after you asked me.
They sent it like
you
5
didn't see
times.
the email. He never saw emails. I always had to forward him emails and be like, "FYI," and he'd be like, "Oh, I don't think they sent that," and then he'd be like, "No, yeah, they totally did. I deleted
OKC,
it."
everyone.
I deleted it.
That was like Matey. At first, he he wasn't on the OKC one. He was on the Wichita one, so he kept getting a bunch of stuff. And then he'd like
For Wichita.
he'd like go down to the parking lot and like go outside and there's nothing, and he'd be like, "What the hell, man?" And then he'd go back up, and I would always ask him. I'd be like, "Hey, man, you going to this thing?" And he's like, "What are you talking about?"
Oh my
and I'd be
gosh.
like, "The fucking thing they sent it," and he's like, "I didn't get anything."
I don't feel bad for him. I've gotten like 12 phone calls for
fantastic.
him
Yeah.
because he has his phone unplugged. And the best part,
Well, all of our phones are off
Wow.
now. We should be on a.
well, this was before they did that. It was
okay,
right
yeah.
before the switch.
Hell yeah.
But my favorite part is they called the wrong number and it went to voicemail. So they called me.
Yeah.
But my voicemail, I still haven't changed it from the person who had that phone number before.
Yeah.
So it still
Is-
has that someone else's name.
Yeah.
Like, please leave a message for this person. So I'm like, you're wrong on like 3 counts.
They're like,
Could
"Hey,
you imagine
Brenda,"
that person calling just so confused.
and then you pick up. You're like, "Hi, this is Brenda." And they're like, "Oh,
So we had the Thanksgiving potluck at work, and Ben was asking me how it went, and he was asking me like if I was able to try my own food, if I was able to, get all the stuff I wanted, and I was like, "Oh, you still don't understand my level of anxiety." No, see,
you know she's making this up. I'm not that thoughtful.
I was like, I didn't get. No,
didn't
he
even ask.
did. No, he did. He was asking me, and I said, no, I didn't get to try any of my food. And he was like, why not? And I said, because I was standing next to someone in line, and they pointed at it and said, don't know what that is, not trying it, so I couldn't get any. And he was like,
But it was yours.
what? And I said, yeah, because I didn't want to get food next to someone who's already identified that it's something
what
they
was
don't
it?
want to eat. It
What
was
was
green bean casserole.
why didn't you just say, 'Hey, it's green bean casserole. I made it,' and then watch him be
I
like,
know. I know.
Not
I
just a
know.
people pleaser,
You
though.
just flip
You
it
can't
on
do
to
that.
him.
I know. I know.
They don't know what that is.
I also
Where have they been under a rock
I
or
know.
something?
I also couldn't put my food out with everybody else. Somebody else had to do it for me because I didn't want to intrude. So I was heating up my food in my office, and then I guess someone
With what? Hand warmers?
no, I have
Crush those little pocket things. She's like,
you fuckers. I have plugins in my office. I was using a crock pot. So I was just heating it up that way, and I was going to take it in when everybody started eating, but they started eating before they told everybody.
Yeah.
So my food just completely would have got missed. But a coworker was walking through the office and smelled the food and like came into my office and was like, Haylie,
the food's over here.
why is this in here? And so she was kind enough to go ahead and take it and move it for me. And she just told me later, she was like, by the way, I put your food out with everybody else's so it didn't get missed. And I was like, oh, great.
We should have like clips for the pod of like us making Haylie do things.
I would have been okay if she hadn't have put it back there. I would have just taken all my food back home and been like, it's okay. I'll try again next year.
No,
like,
exactly. Like
That's exactly what I
I'm
would
saying
have
we
done.
should do clips where we like
Just
make you
freeze
like,
it
no,
till
you
next
have
year.
to go do it. Like,
I can wear like one of those little GoPro cameras.
Yeah.
And I can just be like, I hate this. I hate this. I hate this. I
Watch
hate
it
this. I
shake.
hate this.
It's
I
like,
hate this. I hate this. You'll see.
Like an earpiece, like Kim
Yeah.
Possible.
You'll see how literally.
Dial us. I'm in a pickle right now.
I'm gonna pick. I don't know what to do.
Give me
They
some
already
words.
sent the food out, but my food's in here, and we're like, just bring it out.
I'll attach it to the glasses that I wear at work, and you guys will see that the whole time when I'm walking, like my head's down, and people are like, "Hi, Haylie," and I don't say anything. I'm like, "Oh, I can't,"
Yeah.
and I just keep walking.
A hot plate.
Haley, do you need help? No, it's fine. It's fine. I know what I'm doing.
People are just trying to be polite. They're like, all right, damn.
It's really not good. People are like, man, you gotta. It depends on what kind of mood Haley's in if you talk to her or not. It's just anxious or not. But they don't know that.
We should call them and be like, can you pretend that Haylie doesn't exist? And just have everyone pretend that
And
you don't
see
exist.
how long
For a
it takes
day,
before I'm
yeah.
like, oh, excuse me, actually I'm here. I just wouldn't say anything.
Just be like, kind of weird, but okay.
Like when
I
they
like
re-
this.
Have them straight up. You're like sitting at a table in a meeting, and then you're about to say something, and everyone's just like, okay.
When I first got hired, it was very close to the state fair, and they had bought tickets for everybody for the state fair, and they had already
You panicked.
handed them out, and so I was not expecting anything because I wasn't hired on at the time, so I was like, yeah, it's fine, I just won't get any, so I hadn't asked about it. And then my boss came into my office and was like, hey, did you get state fair tickets? And I said, oh no, but I just assumed that I don't get any. It's fine. And he said, no, it's fine. Everybody
What the hell?
gets 4. Let me see if I can hunt some down for you. And I said, oh, but if you can't, like, it's fine. You don't even have to think about it.
He's like, it's literally for everybody.
He's like, okay, I'm going to walk over to my drawer now and pick out 4 and then bring them back. And I was like, okay.
So why didn't we go to the state fair?
We did twice. We did twice. I got pretzels, but in the Oklahoma Made store,
In the Oklahoma Made store?
in the Made in Oklahoma store at the state fair. I don't know if you went
Oh, no, we went, but I don't remember the Made in
Like
Oklahoma.
where the
in the Bennett Center in one of the buildings.
yeah.
It was
Oh,
really
okay.
cool. I bought a lot of food out of there just because I was like,
Yeah.
ooh, local.
they have free samples of wine, I think there.
Ooh.
They did.
Yeah.
I didn't try any, but they did.
Hey, I did not see
I
that.
didn't have it was free samples of coffee when we went.
Oh, I don't know that.
But you guys went during the day, right?
Yeah, we didn't go in the evening.
Yeah.
Probably should have. That's
Like-
probably when shit gets crazy and like fun to watch. Maybe, I don't know.
I just remember when we went, these white dudes were doing like karate to the Mortal Kombat soundtrack.
That's fantastic.
It was awesome.
Oh my
the-
gosh, that's
on the
fantastic.
stage?
Were
Yeah,
they
yeah,
like
yeah.
performing? Oh
Yeah, literally.
my
It was like
God.
like they were wearing black belts and everything.
What?
And I think
They
one
were
of the
wearing
guys
black
was a
belts?
black belt because like his moves, like it was funny because it's to the Mortal Kombat theme song and stuff like that. And but like
But
his
the
moves,
moves were legit.
he was clean like with it. You know what I mean? Like he was tight
he
back,
was
and the other
smooth.
dude totally was like trying to copy him. Just
Tutorial video.
Yeah.
He's just following.
it was so funny, dude.
Like the
Oh my
dance
gosh.
game
and it
or
was funny
whatever.
because the first thing I said, I was like, "Babe, you always say that white people don't have any culture. Look at all.
Look at our
Look
culture.
at all of this."
And it's
I'm
in front of
ashamed
the-
of it, and it's
the cowboy
disgusting.
stuff, huh?
But
Yeah,
look
yeah,
at
yeah,
our
yeah, yeah.
culture.
Look at our culture. All of it's deep fried. There's just a bunch of lights. This Ferris wheel is probably sitting on bricks.
Okay, speaking of our culture, so we all know how I hate Chris Evans, right?
Yeah.
I think it's normal because recently read an article that led me to believe maybe Chris Evans isn't for me. Chris Evans might actually be for black women.
What?
This article, and I was skeptical.
So you read it, huh?
Yes. This article,
She's like, I read it off of Truth Social or whatever.
I have no idea where I read it. Should I have paid attention? Probably. This article was talking about, it was a pop culture person
Yeah.
that was like, well, one theory that's been discussed about like Chris Evans being so popular with black women in particular, which I didn't even know he was. But apparently one of the reasons why he is so popular is because a lot of the ways the media shows him is in, I guess, a portrayal that would lead black women to like him more. They tend to, I don't know, like put him in kind of these good boy white roles, or he's like this bad guy, but a really like suave, smooth bad guy.
Yeah, like in Knives Out.
Right,
Yeah.
right. So I don't know. Of course, this person had like, they were citing facts, and they had obviously done their research.
Yeah.
But they were just talking about how there's a lot of, I guess, tropes that publication companies and media companies will use, to try to aim their stuff towards different audiences.
Yeah.
We all know that. But I guess this woman did research, and she was like, yeah, it just seems like from the roles I'm seeing him take, it seems like an unproportional amount of them are being geared toward the demographic of black women. And it's not a bad idea. They spend a lot of money.
Yeah.
But I was just like, oh, maybe that's why I don't like Chris Evans. He's not for me.
Yeah.
That makes so much sense.
He's only for black women.
Also, I didn't know he's dating a fucking 19-year-old.
No, I didn't know.
Are we going to talk about that? No, I'm sorry.
I've
She's
got
not 19. She's 25.
Yeah.
But
If it was Leonardo DiCaprio, she'd be out.
no, but he's 41.
Yeah.
He's turning
Too
into
old.
Leonardo DiCaprio because Chris Evans is 41.
Yeah.
And he's dating a 25-year-old.
Leonardo DiCaprio was like 50, right? 50 something.
Right, but so I'm like it's already happening.
next
By the
one.
time Chris Evans is in his 50s, I bet he's going to be dating women younger than 25. Like I bet it's going to be a thing.
Ooh. Could be. He's Captain America. He can do whatever he
God,
wants.
I hate him
Sounds
so
boring,
much.
bro.
Yeah.
If I'm
That's
that
what I'm
old-
saying. It's so he's so boring. He's so dull. Like what about him are you like, you seem interesting and like you have an ounce of personality? Cuz I don't see it.
Yeah. I don't really know other than
Even his hair
seems
is
like a
boring.
chill dude.
I just-
he just is your stereotypical good-looking white dude.
Yeah,
And that's
I-
boring
Maybe
these
he
days.
just got lucky playing all those roles.
Yeah.
Gosh, I was so verbally abusive, not out loud, but to Ben about the guy that was helping me at Enterprise. He was giving me mad Chris Evans vibes. Chris Evans. And so
He
even
looked
though he's
like him,
no, not the way he looked, the way he behaved and my instant hatred for him. It was very similar to Chris Evans. I hated this man as soon as he was like, "Can I help you?" I was like, "Oh my God.
So like when
You're
Thanos,
going to deal with me."
when Thanos snapped, you were like, "Please, Captain America! Please, Captain America!
Yes.
Please, Captain America!"
And now I'm like, please Tom at fucking Enterprise. Please Tom at fucking Enterprise. Please Tom at Enterprise. I fucking hate that guy. First of all,
It's
I
gonna be a
don't
lot of brr.
Yeah. I say that. Are you gonna believe that?
no,
Any
because
of
that wasn't his real name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I
Good
can
job.
leave it in.
Yeah.
I didn't bother learning his real name
Oh,
because I
his real
hate
name
him.
was-
Like he even was wearing a name tag and I didn't read it. I hate
I
it.
just read Chris.
It was
Evans.
probably something like Braxton. So I apologize to all the Braxtons out there, but he just looked like a real Braxton.
his name was Ben.
My friend's son's name's Braxton.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Your kid is probably going to be a way better Braxton because it sounds like he's a lot younger
Because he's from a
than
he's
this
from a
guy.
new
He's from a
era.
different,
Baby.
a different
It's
generation.
from a new era where they had to pick a.
where they had to like be better people and have slightly better personalities. I feel
Or
like.
you'll get canceled in second grade.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But this guy, the entire time I was dealing with him, anytime he would walk away to go do something, I'd whisper to Ben, I'd be like, I want to punch him in his fucking throat. Like, seriously, I want him to stop talking to me. Can you talk to me for this? Like, can we leave? And he was like, I think he's just trying to do his job.
Yeah.
I think maybe you should
I think
just
actually
calm
he's
down.
trying to help you in
But
your job by doing his
I don't know what happened at Enterprise. It's like everybody that works there, when you walk in, it looks like you're in a fucking frat house. So I'm instantly annoyed.
Yeah.
They all look like the freaking young, super privileged white dudes.
Bunch of finance
with,
bros.
Yes.
It's literally like the.
It's so like they're all going to college for finance and
Yeah.
they're all gonna like own their own business. We're gonna be a consulting firm.
It's when-
and it's just I can't.
It's like the lunch rush at oh my goodness, why can I not think of it? The place where Andy always goes.
Nashford.
Nashford,
You ever
yes.
seen those people
Yes.
that come in at like
Yes.
12 and it's all
Yes, no, that's exactly what they all
Yep.
look like. And I was like, wow, this is where people go to die. I don't ever want to come to this
This is
location
where dreams
again.
come to die.
I hate this. And I had to deal with this guy twice when I picked up my car and then when I dropped it off. So when I picked it up, I was actually so just distraught with the interactions and
Yeah.
his face that I called Ben and I was like, I hate the guy I just dealt with at Enterprise. And he was like, oh my God, what happened? And I said, nothing. But his face
just
and
looked-
his attitude, like he had the attitude of someone that would definitely get you drunk and rape you and then look you in the eye the next day and not think anything of it.
And be like, hey, good morning. Do you
Yes!
want to go to IHOP?
Like I just hate him. I hated him.
He was
And
like,
so then-
"Here's some coffee over
Yeah.
my dead body."
So then when I went to drop the car off and he came
He
up,
was there.
I was like, Ben, this is the fucking guy. And he was like,
And Ben's like, looks like a normal
Okay.
white dude. That grew
no,
up with
how
some
terrible
money.
did he look?
He looked like a normal kid.
He
No,
looked like a
he
norm-
looked like a frat boy.
a normal
he
white
did
dude
not.
who grew up with some money.
He looked like he was working a part-time job when he was out of class. That's it.
He didn't
parents
scream.
No.
He didn't scream ass licking douche.
No.
I believe you because I hate all men and they all look like.
Thank you. Thank you. It was just terrible. I hated all of them. But anyways.
I was like, I don't think you can.
I think this just boiled down to sexism.
Yeah.
Yes!
I think
Like,
that's
I
just.
don't wanna
I
talk
think that's
to
just
you.
what we found out today on the pod.
What?
You're sexist.
Yeah, you're just sexist, and Cass is very sexist.
I can't help it. That
She's like, she literally went, I believe you, because I hate all men. That'd be like if you were like,
I
man,
know.
this guy at work, he was making me so angry, and someone's like, what race was he? He's black. He's like, I get it. Don't even worry about it.
What race is he? I get it.
The only impression I got was that he didn't want to be there or do his job.
Really?
All of us.
I
And-
didn't get that impression. I got the
and-
impression that he wanted to colonize a country. That's what I was
With
getting.
rental cars?
Yes.
Don't worry, I got this GMC Sierra for you, man. It's gonna be sick.
I just hated him. I hope I
Blind-
see him
blind
every
hate.
time now.
Yeah.
This dude probably lives by himself, has
Yeah.
no friends.
He's our one subscriber. He's like, fuck this podcast. I remember that lady.
I hope so. He was like fighting the urge to ask for my autograph the whole
Yeah.
time he was working with me.
And meanwhile, you're like, I fucking hate this dude. This little piece of shit.
Which you need to check one of the videos that has no views. So my cousin started watching it in front of me. I was like, why are you watching this in front of me? He's like, so you can have a view in that one video.
See, that's what I'm saying. All my coworkers, they're like, what's it called? What's it called? And I'm like,
Yeah,
no,
no.
I'm not telling you. And
Yeah.
they're like, you know, most people do this to get views. And I was like, I'm not.
Yeah, like, no,
I'm
we
not.
just kinda do it
This
for
is just
fun.
a hobby.
I was listening to one that I came across yesterday, and I think it was called "This Latina Needs Therapy Too" or something like that.
Mm.
And it's just funny because the way she talks, she kept saying like.
Yeah.
So she's like this because
like
I went
this,
to the
'cause I went
store
like
like
this.
that,
Yeah.
and then like
Yeah,
I
she's
was
from Cali.
drunk, and then like
Yeah.
we didn't know where we were, and then like yeah, we left, and then like we called the boyfriends, and
Yeah.
then like and I was just like I was counting likes,
Yeah.
and I was like 20 likes in
That's
1
like-
minute.
I've noticed like since the longer I've been here,
Yeah.
the less I use the word like. But I remember like being from California and they were like, you have to not say it so much, especially in like interviews and whatnot. See, now I'm using it a decent amount again already. But
Oh, it's because she didn't meet you whenever you got here.
yeah,
First.
I was using
When I
like
first
all
met
the
him,
time.
he like everyone said he talked funny, and I was
Yeah.
like, I mean,
Yeah, he's just from California.
How interesting.
There
it was different. It was
I would have loved
really
to have
different.
known you when you talk differently.
There were people I would be on the phone and they would be asking me where I was from. Because I'd answer and I'd talk with them, and then they'd be like, "Where were you from?" I'd be like,
We were in
California, and they go,
Oklahoma.
"This makes sense." Yeah,
Because the
This makes
office was in
sense.
Oklahoma, so every time you called, it was here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Every time he'd pick up.
yep.
Cool.
Cool.
Oh yeah, that is a thing. Yeah,
Cool,
that
cool,
is-
cool.
that is a thing. Yeah.
What Cleveland would laugh, huh?
Yeah,
He'd
he'd
like,
be like,
where's this man from? And then he'd fall asleep in the back of the
Yeah.
office.
Trevor?
No.
Oh, that
what
guy.
was he, like our manager, sort of?
What was he?
They just didn't let him retire.
Yeah, so like he was at this company and he had done everything
Mm-hmm.
besides become like a senior.
Pretty much, besides, become senior or manager. Actually,
Like he was in the service center, but at some point they stopped sending him to service calls.
Yeah.
So they just put him at a desk and all he did was just sit and then
yeah. And then if one of the
all he did for
Fantastic.
real.
Fantastic.
and if one of the people who were out in the field was having an issue, they would call him because he had already been working on these things for like 20, 30 years, and then he would just try to like walk them through it.
But you didn't ever want to get to that point because
Yeah.
he would take forever
Oh, yeah.
Right.
to explain.
Yep.
Oh, for sure. It's not the
Let me
best.
check here. Let me pull up the old files, and then he was one of these guys.
Yeah.
It's like,
So he's an Andy.
Okay, so we're learning Juan is also judgmental, just like I am.
I don't know. He didn't say all of those people.
No, he just said that one guy.
That's not.
I just
judgmental,
hated
that's
the one
actual.
enterprise employee.
Yeah, but he's saying he's the one guy who's like old and he types real slow.
Yeah,
You were
yeah.
saying I hated him the moment I saw him.
Yeah, his is based
Accurate.
on actual
Accurate.
and observations. Yours was just blind hate.
Yours was
I think
I
I'm
walked
just-
in, I saw he had this haircut and was wearing a fucking polo. And I
Yes, he
hated
was.
him.
He was
There
wearing
you
a
go.
polo. And
See?
I
It was a
fucking hated it.
company issued polo.
I know, but
literally
you
had
could tell
Enterprise
that
on
he
it.
enjoyed wearing it.
Oh, okay.
You could tell that, like, if he had the pick
if you
between a
flat
polo
press it,
and a regular
yeah.
T-shirt, he picked the polo.
He's out at the bar and he unzips his jacket, still in his Enterprises.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, you know he is.
He's trying to say that he
hard
sells
day at work
cars.
dealing with women who just hate him
Yeah.
by sight. I go straight to the bar. I don't even change. I get it.
Yeah.
Well, now he knows that he has something he can work on. I'm not as bad as Twitter. I didn't realize how racist Twitter was getting.
Oh yeah. You mean getting been for years now?
Well,
That's all it ever was.
No, like since like the company Twitter, like how employees are complaining about like the N-word being carved into the bathroom stalls at work.
Jesus,
There's
I did not hear about
like
that.
literally.
I thought that was Tesla that
He
had
has it all
the
wrong.
carving and
Oh, I was
Yeah.
gonna say they're both owned by the same person,
Yeah,
so
now
it
they are.
it doesn't really matter. But then there was also
His
there's
first day at Twitter, he's like these.
well, and
Well, he
also
actually-
apparently there's a place there's a couple spots in the office where more black employees are than there are white employees, and so they'll call those places the plantation. Like
Yeah.
seriously, it's ridiculous. There have been so many lawsuits brought up against.
that was Tesla.
You're right. It was Tesla.
my
There have been so many
There
so
is a
many
neighborhood over
lawsuits
here
brought
called the
against
Terra Plantation.
Tesla because of their just blatantly racist.
You want to know the max that they can get in federal court?
The, what? How?
100,000.
300? That's it?
That's like 3 Teslas.
Damages cap out at in federal court for
That's nothing to him.
employment discrimination.
Brought to you
That's
by our legal team.
that's nothing to him.
It is now that
That's
he spent
so
his
annoying.
$44 billion to buy Twitter or whatever.
Yeah.
That he crowdsourced from his friends. And I actually heard an interview with one of his friends that when the interviewer was like, "So why did you invest in your friend Elon? Do you not think what he's doing is a little sporadic with Twitter and da-da-da?" And his friend was like, "Well, you don't know Elon, but I have for several years, and he can't thrive unless he's in a crazy environment. So what he's doing is he's creating a crazy environment that no one would be able to survive in so that he can thrive in it." And I was like, "You're a fucking moron." And it doesn't sound like you're saying this at all sarcastically. You really
Well,
believe this?
I mean, if you look at it, it kind of follows the track with like what he's done. Once Tesla was up and running and kind
Yeah.
of big, then he started SpaceX, and then once SpaceX was kind of up and running, then he did the Boring Company, where he literally just makes whatever he can think of. And then now that kind of has like settled down, all of a sudden he's like, "I'll buy Twitter."
yeah.
Like there are some people that are kind of like that, or that are just like go 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 go.
That's just
and like once
crazy.
he has something, and it's kind of settled, he's like, "I need another thing to work on."
I just hate his management style.
Oh, yeah.
I hate it. I couldn't work for him. I'd kill myself.
Would you see how they fired all those IT people from Twitter?
Yeah,
And then
but
they tried to call them back.
Yeah, I saw the Chris Hemsworth thing. Did you hear about that?
No.
He has like a Nat Geo show called Limitless, and I don't really know what it's about, but apparently he
I feel like I've seen his
on the show
face.
he found out he's Thor. Chris Hemsworth.
What?
Chris Hemsworth is Thor.
What?
Yeah, like the actor who plays Thor.
Found out he's actually Thor?
No,
That's
no,
bullshit.
I see how you got that.
Because you were like, what? And I was like, yeah, Chris Hemsworth is Thor. I thought you were saying you didn't know who he was. But he found out he has it's like the APOE4 gene or something like that. And it's a gene that is pretty heavily linked to Alzheimer's. And he got it from both of his parents. So he said, "I'm going to step away from acting for a while and just like hang out with my family and stuff."
Did you see that Christina Applegate was diagnosed with MS?
Damn.
And she still fought. She was diagnosed before they even started filming season 3 of Dead to Me, which is the final season of the show. And so they were prepared to cancel it. And she
Yeah.
was like, no. And like, like how some actors do. She's like, "I owe it to the story. I owe it
Yeah.
to the characters to finish the story."
Well, that's like Chadwick Boseman, man.
Right,
He literally
right.
just kept rolling, and all of a sudden they were like, "He died of cancer," and we were all like, "What the fuck?
Right. So like,
What are you doing?"
yeah, no, it's hot in here. I
Yeah,
wish that
pretty
thing could
bad.
shut.
I have a 50-50 shot of getting MS. That's what the doctor told me.
You do?
Yeah.
When would you know?
He said probably in my early 30s. So probably here in like the next like 5 to 10 years, I'll probably know.
Are you ready for that?
Yeah, we talked about it in depth before we
Yeah.
started dating a long
Wow. I mean, I guess we should talk about it to see if we want to be friends long term.
Yeah, you're not going to be able to do shit,
She's
man.
a people pleaser. You know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's true. All I have to do is be like, Haley, help me. And I'll be like, okay,
Don't worry about it.
don't worry. I'll take care of you. I don't need a job.
Then I'm like, okay, I got food. And you're like, okay, dumps the food in the garbage.